Crash at Susurluk, the night Turkey's deep state collided with the mafia. What if a single car crash on a rainy highway didn't just kill 4 people, but blew the lid off a secret empire where top police chiefs, fascist death squad leaders, and heroin kingpins rode together like old war buddies? Imagine this, November 3rd, 1996, 3:25 a.m. A black Mercedes 600 SEL hurtles through the darkness near the town of Susurluk, western Turkey. Inside, a deputy police chief, a parliament deputy, a beauty queen turned hit woman, and the most wanted gangster in the country. The car smashes into a truck. 3 die instantly. 1 survives, with a gun in one hand and a fake diplomatic passport in the other. From the wreckage spills not just blood, but state secrets. Silenced pistols, forged IDs, millions in cash, and a list of names that will haunt Turkish politics for decades. This wasn't an accident. This was the moment the Turkish deep state and the main mafia crashed into each other at 140 km, and the whole world finally saw the wreckage. As 2025's newly declassified MIT files and survivor testimonies resurface, the question detonates. Was Susurluk a freak collision, or the day the invisible government finally became visible? The Mercedes of death, 4 passengers, 1 impossible alliances. Let us introduce the passengers of doom. Hüseyin Kocada, Deputy Chief of Istanbul Police, Commander of the feared Special Operations Unit. 2. Sedat Bukak, Kurdish tribal leader and MP, the only survivor whose private militia of 10,000 village guards fought the PKK with state blessing. 3. Gonta Us, former beauty queen turned professional assassin, girlfriend of the 4th passenger. 4. Abdullah Catli, Interpol Red Notice fugitive, leader of the ultra-nationalist Grey Wolves, accused of 7 murders, heroin trafficking, and the 1979 assassination of journalist Abdi İpekçi. In the trunk, silenced Berettas, fake diplomatic passports in 5 different names, 1 million cash, heroin residue. The crash photo went viral before viral existed. Turkey woke up to the impossible questions. Why was the country's most wanted terrorist riding shotgun with a top cop? Why did the MP have a private army? And why did the beauty queen have a kill list longer than her modeling resume? Grey wolves and black files, when state killers became mafia muscle. To understand Susurluk, you must understand the one Grey Wolves, Ülkücüler, the fascist youth wing of the Nationalist Movement Party, MHP. From the 1970s, they were Turkey's unofficial death squads. 1980, 5,000 political assassinations blamed on them. 1978 Bahçelievler massacre, 7 leftist students strangled with wire. 1979, killed newspaper editor Abdi İpekçi Mehmet Ali Aça, the man who later shot Pope John Paul II, was a Grey Wolf. But here's the twist. After the 1980 military coup, the Grey Wolves weren't crushed. They were recruited. The new regime needed dirty hands to fight Kurdish PKK insurgents. So the state created JITEM, a secret gendarmerie unit, and mission special teams inside the police. Their job? Disappear, torture, execute anyone suspected of separatism. Their commander? Abdullah Catli, the same man now dead in the Mercedes. Each sentence can be long if the input requires it, but must not exceed 30 words. If a sentence is longer, split it into 2 or more natural sentences without altering the content. The heroin highway, from poppy fields to European veins. While the Grey Wolves waged war in the mountains, they ran Europe's heroin pipeline in the cities. Wrote, Afghanistan, Iran, Turkey, Balkans, Western Europe. Turkey became the hot spinal cord of the global trade. By 1996, 80% of Europe's heroin passed through Turkey. Who controlled it? The large State-Mafia hybrid. The police chiefs turned blind eyes. Grey Wolves and provided muscle. Kurdish warlords, like Sedat Bukak, supplied the poppy. The money? Billions. Laundered through casinos, construction, and fake charities. One seized ledger, found after Susurluk, showed $300 million in 1 year alone. The inquest that went nowhere, a cover-up in plain sight. The crash should have been a national reckoning. Instead, it became a national joke. The official investigation was a masterclass in obstruction. Evidence disappeared from the wreckage. Autopsies delayed until bodies decomposed. Key witnesses intimidated or killed. The surviving MP Sedat Bukak claimed amnesia. The state's response? A parliamentary commission that produced 0 prosecutions. The prime minister at the time, Tansu Çiller, famously said, "Those who shoot and those who are shot are both heroes." Translation: We will protect our killers. The smoking ruin of truth. What remains when a state is a crime scene? Susurluk didn't end the deep state. It just taught it to drive more carefully. From 1996 to 2012, dozens of journalists investigating the crash were threatened or killed. The Ergenekon and Balyo's trials, 2008-2013, tried to purge the deep state, but many believe they were just new purges by the same old players. 2025, leaked MIT documents show active stay-behind networks, still operating in Kurdish regions, using the same tactics as the 1990s death squads. The Mercedes is now a museum piece in Ankara. The 4 passengers, their ghosts still ride shotgun with every Turkish politician who dares speak of reform. If this collision of state terror and mafia power has you questioning every headline, subscribe to Behind the Veil Truths. Next week, we expose the 2025 leaks, linking Susurluk survivors to the new narco wars in Europe. The engine is still running, and the next crash is coming. Will you be ready when the lights go out?